Hello children, today we are going to start with a new lesson, that is factorization. Children, you have learned factorization in previous classes where we have done the factorization of numbers. Okay, when you have to find out the HCF of the two different numbers, you have to find out the factors of the number and then you can find out HCF of the given two numbers. Now here in this lesson we are going to find out the factorization of algebraic terms. Now take few examples and then you will tell me how we are going to find out the factors of the given numbers. Take first 2y. So what does 2y means? 2 and y is multiplied with each other. So what are the factors of 2y? So 2 into y. So 2 and y are the two factors of 2y. Now in the exercise 6.1 there are some questions given where you have to find out the common factors of two different terms. Here I have taken the first question, second question, that is 2y and 22xy. These are two terms and you have to find out the common factors of them. So first we'll split this given numbers. So 2y means what? 2 into y. So first factors of 2y is 2 into y. Now what is the factors of 22xy? So that means 22 into x into y. So what is 22? Again you can split into two parts, that is 2 into 11. So factors of 22xy is 2 into 11 into x into y. Now we have to find out the common factors between these two terms. So let us see, 2 is there in both the numbers. So 2 is factor of both the numbers. So take 2 and then again y is also there in the factors of both the terms. So y is also common. So 2 and y means 2y is a common factor of this given terms. Let us take one more example from that. That is, first one is 6abc, 24ab square and 12a square b. Now let us factorize each one of them. So 6abc means what? 6 into a into b into c. Again you can split 6 into two parts, that is 2 into 3. So 6abc is 2 into 3 into a into b into c. Let us do 24ab square. So 24 means 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. And ab square means a into b into b. Now 12a square b means what? 2 into 3 into 2 and a square is a into a and b. So now let us find out common factors of this. So 2 is there in all three factors. So let us take 2. Again 3 is also there in all three. So take 3. 1a is repeated and b also is repeated. So 2 into 3 into a into b, that gives you 6ab as a common factor. Now in the second question you have to factorize the given expressions. You have to take common number and then make two factors of that given term. The first term given is minus 16z plus 20z cube. Now we'll find out factors of each one of them. So minus 16z means what? Minus 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 and 1z. And what is the factors of 20z? That is 2 into 2 into 5 into z. Now what is common between them? Let us take that. So 2 into 2 into z. So these are three common numbers. So we'll take them as common. So that is 4z, and what will remain in the first term from 16z? Minus 4z will remain. We'll keep that as it is. And from the second term, that is 20z, what is remaining? Only 5 is remaining. So we'll take that as plus 5. So there are two factors of these terms, that is, one is 4z and the other one is minus 4z plus 5. Let us go to the next question of that. That is, the question is 16a square minus 15b square plus 20c square. So what is factors of 10a square? That is 2 into 5 into a into a. The factors of minus 15b square is minus 3 into 5 into b into b, and 20c square is 2 into 2 into 5 into c into c. Now whatever is common I am marked with the pink pen. So you can take all the 5 as a common number. No other variable or number is repeated, so only 5 is a common factor. So I taken first factor as 5. Now the remaining one you have to put it as it is in the bracket. So after removing 5 from the first term, what will remain? 2 into a, that is 2a square. In the second term, what remains? Minus 3b square, and from the third one what remains? Plus 4c square. So the two factors of the given term are, one is 5 and the second one is 2a square minus 3b square plus 4c square. Now here in the next question there are 4 terms given, and then you have to factorize that. The question taken is x square plus xy plus 8x plus 8y. Now here we are going to use some different method. We have to split this term into 2 different parts. So I have taken the first 2 terms as the first part and the second 2 terms as the second part. Now the first part is x square plus xy. Now what is common between them? X. So take it as out, and then what remains? Once you take x out from x square, x remains, and from xy, if you are taken x, y will remain. So x plus y will be the second factor, the x will be first factor. So when you split x square plus xy, you will get x and x plus y. Now let us go to the second part, 8x plus 8y. So what is common between them? 8. And what remains when you take out 8? X and y. So x plus y will be the second factor. Now see, there is x plus y in the both the terms, so that is common. So for both these bracket we are going to take only one bracket, that is x plus y, and whatever is remaining outside the bracket we are going to put in the other bracket. So what is remaining from x and plus 8? So x plus 8 will be in the second bracket. So the factors of this given term is x plus y and x plus 8. Fine. Now let us go to the one more question of that exercise. The question given is 15pq plus 15 plus 9q plus 25p. If I do the same 2 parts of the given terms like the previous one, first 2 number together, second 2 number together, there won't be any common thing between 9q and 25p. So what I done? I have changed the sequence of the number. What I had done? After 15pq, I have taken 9q, and then 15 is the third term now, and 25p as it is. Okay. In the second step, only I exchanged the sequence of the term. Now what is common between 15pq plus 9q? So in the numbers 15 and 9, 3 is common, and then from pq and q, q is common. So 3q will be common, and then what remains from 15pq? 5p remains, and from 9q what remains? Plus 3 remains. So first 3q in the bracket, 5p plus 3. Now let us go to the second part, that is 15 plus 25p. Now what is common between 15 and 25? 5 is the common number. So take 5 as a common number. Is there any variable common? No, 15 doesn't have any variable. So only the number will be a common. So when you take out 5, what will remain in the bracket? 3, because 5 3s are 15. And what will remain from the second term, 25p? 5p. So now 5p plus 3 is common in both the brackets. So we'll make one bracket of that, that is 5p plus 3, and the second bracket will be of the remaining numbers which are outside the bracket. So 3q plus 5 is the second factor of the given number. Let us go to the next question. Here we are going to use some identities. Identities are ready answers for the factorization. So there are 4 identities which we are going to learn today. the first identity which I have taken, that is a plus b the whole bracket is square. When you a plus b square means what? A plus b into a plus b. So what will the answer for that? A square minus 2ab plus b square. Now what is the second identity? A minus b the whole bracket square. The answer is a square minus 2ab, because there is a negative sign in the question. So even in the answer the second sign will be negative, that is minus 2ab plus b square. Now if a plus b and a minus b is multiplied, you will get a square minus b square. That is your third identity. And the fourth identity is x plus a, x plus b. So the identity is x square plus x in the bracket a plus b plus ab. Now using these four identities, we are going to solve the next exercise, that is 6.2. Now the question is a square plus 8a plus 16, that is a term given. Now you have to split this term and then find out the answer for that. Now when you split a square, what is that? A into a. So a is squared here. Now what is the last term? 16. 16 is 4 square. So that will be 4 square. Now split the middle term now. What is 8a? If you split the number, that 8, it will be 2 into 4 and into a, that gives you 8a. Now see the first identity. In the first identity, the first number is squared and even the last number is squared. So how it is? A square and b square. So here if you take the first term and last term, that is a and 4, if you put it a plus 4 and a plus 4, that gives you a plus 4 the whole bracket square. So here the first identity is used to split this number. Now let us go to the next one, that is p square minus 10p plus 25. Now we'll consider the first and last term first. So first term is p square. So what will be the root of that? P is square. And what is 25's root? That is 5 square. Now split the middle term, that is 2 into 5 into p. So observe the first second identity. In that, when the second term is negative, it will be a minus b identity. So a is p here and b is 5 here. So put p minus 5 into p minus 5, that gives you p minus 5 the whole bracket is square. Here we have used the second identity. Let us go to the one more example of that. So 121b square minus 88bc plus 16c square. Now let us see 121b square. So 121's root is 11 and b square root is b. So 121b square is a perfect square of 11b square. Now 16c square, that is the last term. So 16 root is 4 and c square root is c. So 4c square is 16c. Now we'll split the middle term, that way 88 means what? 2 into 11 into 4 and bc is b and c, b into c. Now take the first term, that is 11b and the last term 4c. So once you have to put that 11 minus b, 11b minus 4c and 11b minus 4c. So it is a square of 11b minus 4c. Let us go to the one more question of that, where the next identity is used. Factorize 4p square minus 9q square. Now here there are no 3 terms, only 2 terms are given. So what we are going to do? Root of each one we are going to take. So 4 root is 2, p square root is p. So 2p square it is. And then the second term is 9q square. So 9's root is 3 and q square root is q. So what it gives us? 2p square minus 3q square. Now consider the first term as a, second term as b. So a square minus b square is the answer, whatever you have got. Now we are going to think of the identity. Which identity gives us a square minus b square? That is third identity. So a square is 2p square. A is 2p plus 3q, and once it is positive and once it has to be negative. So 2p plus 3q, once it is add, one it is minus. So the factorization of this number is in the bracket 2p plus 3q and 2p minus 3q. The same way we are going to do with the next question, that is in the bracket l plus m square and l minus m square. So consider the first term as a, second term as b. So root of that will be l plus m plus l minus m, and the second terms l plus m minus l minus m. So open the brackets. M, one positive, one negative is there, it will get cancelled. So only l plus l will remain, that is 2l. In the second term, l plus m, the sign is negative, so bracket signs will be changed. So minus l plus m. So one positive l, one negative l will go, and only 2m will remain. Now 2l into 2m. So when you multiply 2 into 2, you will get 4, and l into m is 4lm. So the answer for the given question is 4lm. Now we'll do one more question from that. That is 9x square y square minus 16. So root of both the terms we have to take. So 9th root is 3, x square root is x, and y square root is y. Fine. So the first term is 3xy square. And what is the root of 16? That is 4. So 4 square. Now consider the first term as a, second term as b. So a plus b, a minus b. So a plus b means what? 3xy plus 4. A minus b is 3x minus 4. So that is your answer. Now the third question in that is again two terms are given. That's a x square plus bx. You have to factorize it. Now what is common between both the terms? In ax square, x is there, and even in bx, x is there. So take x as a common factor, and whatever remains you have to put it in the bracket. So in the first term it remains ax, and from the second term it remains b. So x in the bracket ax plus b is the two factors of the given term. Now let us go to the next one in that. That is fourth one. am square plus bm square plus bn square plus an square. Now here also I have done two parts. The first two terms I have taken together, third, fourth term I have taken in the second group. Now what is the common term between the first two? M square is common. So take m square outside the bracket. What will remain? A and b. So a plus b is the second factor of that. Then go to the second part, bn square plus an square. What is common between them? N square. When you take out n square, what remains? B plus a. Now here one bracket is a plus b, second bracket is b plus a. So that is same. So put a plus b in the first bracket, and the remaining m square plus n square in the second bracket. So a plus b and m square plus n square are the factors of given term. Let us take one more question from that. That is 6xy minus 4y plus 6 minus 9x. So again here also we have to make two parts of that term. First part will be 6xy and then 6xy minus 4y. Second group will be 6 minus 9x. So what is common between these two terms? 6 and 4, 2 is common, y is common, so 2y will be outside the bracket. What will remain from the first term? 3x minus 2. Now let us take third and fourth term. What is common between them? 3. So when you take 3 out, what will remain from 6? 2 minus 3x. So 3x minus 2 and 2 minus 3x. So see these two brackets, 3x minus 2 and 2 minus 3x. So here in the first bracket 3x is positive, in the second bracket 3x is negative. So we have to change it. Now how to change it? We'll change the sign of the bracket. So what I done? First part I have kept it as it is 2y plus 3x minus 2. So here 3x is positive. So we have to make this in the second part also 3x positive. So whatever plus 3 is there, I change it to minus. Once you change that sign, all the bracket signs are also going to change. So 2 is positive, that will become negative, that is minus 2, and minus 3x becomes plus 3. Now both the brackets are equal, positive 3x, negative 2. Now you can take it as common bracket 3x minus 2 and remaining terms, that is 2y minus 3 in the second bracket, and these two are factors of given term. Now next one is a raised to 4 minus b raised to 4. Now the first term we are going to take as a, second term we are going to consider as b. So root of a raised to 4 is a square. So a square is a raised to 4, and b square raised to 2 is again b raised to 4. Now what is, first take a minus b and a plus b. What is a here? A is a square. So a square minus b square, a square plus b square. These two are the factors of given term. Now next question is factorization using splitting the middle term. Now the question given is p square plus 6p plus 8. Now here nothing is common between them, isn't it? So if you take first two terms, there is p common. If you take second and third, there is 2 common between them. But there is no such term that you can take commonly for all 3 terms. So we are going to use split the middle term. Now what is the middle term here? 6p. Now we have to split 6p in such a way that it gets answer as multiplication should be 8. Why? Now see the last term. Here we are going to do one step by step. Take the last number, that is 8. That is a constant. So here I have done, what is the factor of 8? Either 1 into 8 is 8 or 2 into 4 is 8. Now we have to choose one set of the factors which gives you 6p. Now 6 as the answer. Now which number gives 1 and 8? It either addition or subtraction of this number doesn't give you 6. Take 2 and 4. Either addition or subtraction of these two numbers has to be 6. So addition of 2 and 4 is 6. Now we have to split the middle term, that is 6p, in such a way that 2p and 4p, because 8's factors are 2 and 4. Now have I written p square as it is, last term 8 as it is, only the middle term 6p I split into 2 parts, that is 2p and 4p. The value of this equation is not going to change though I split the middle term, because 2p and 4p gives us 6p. Now here there we are got 4 terms. Make 2 parts again. P square plus 2p is the first part, 4p plus 8 is the second part. Now again common between them is p is common from the first term, p plus 2 will be in the bracket. From the second part 4 is common, p plus 2 will be in the bracket. Now p plus 2 we have to take it once because there is 2 brackets, we have to take it 1, and p plus 4, whatever remaining outside the bracket we have to put it in the second bracket. So p plus 2 and p plus 4 are 2 factors of the given term. Let us do one more question from that. Q square minus 10q plus 21. Now we have to split the middle term because only 3 terms are there. And there is nothing common between them, so we have to split the middle term. So minus 10 should be the answer when you split the term. Now we have to split, see the factors of 21. What is the constant there? 21. So what are the factors of 21? 1 into 21 or 3 into 7. Here we have to take either the addition or subtraction should be minus 10. So let us take first one, 1 and 21. Either the addition nor the subtraction gives you minus 10. Let us take 3 and 7. So addition of 3 and 7 gives us 10. So here we want minus 10. So we have to put the sign of negative on both the numbers. So 3 also will be negative, 7 also will be negative, because minus 3 and minus 7 gives us minus 10. So here I am splitting the middle term. First term is q square as it is. 10 minus 10 I have split into minus 3q minus 7q plus 21 as it is. Now first part will be q square minus 3q and second will be minus 7q plus 21. So what is common between the first two? Q. What remains in the bracket? Q minus 3. Let us take the second part. What is common between them? In the number there is 7 and in the variable there is nothing common. So we will take only number minus 7. What remains in the bracket? Q minus 3. Now q minus 3 is a common bracket. Take it once and the remaining numbers which are outside the bracket will put it in the second bracket, that is q minus 7. So the factors of this given term is q minus 3 and q minus 7. Let us go to the last question of this exercise. That is p square minus p square plus 6p minus 16. Here also 3 terms are there, nothing is common. So we have to use splitting the middle term method. So what is the middle term? 6p. Now we have to see what is the last term, that is constant. Constant is minus 16. So what are the factors of minus 16? It will be 1 into 16. That is any number can be negative, either 1 or 16. So 1 into minus 1 into 16 gives us minus 16. Or the second one is 2 into 8. That also gives us 16. And 4 into 4 also gives us 16. Now see the middle term, we need 6. So either addition or subtraction of these factors should be 6. So 16 and 1 we won't get. 2 and 8 subtraction can be 6. And 4 and 4 addition subtraction nothing can be 6. So we'll choose out of these 3 factors. We'll take 8 and 2. We need plus 6. So to get plus 6, what you have to do? Minus 2 plus 8. So that gives us plus 6. So how we have split the middle term? P square as it is minus 2p plus 8p minus 16. So now take first part of that, p square minus 2p. What is common? P is common. What is remaining in the bracket? P minus 2. Next, what is common between the third and fourth term? Plus 8. P minus 2 remains in the bracket. Now the common bracket is p minus 2. Let us take it out and the remaining terms p minus plus 8 will be the second factor. So the factors of the given term are p minus 2 and p plus 8. Fine. We are done with the first 2 exercises of this lesson. Remaining sums from this exercise you have to do, children, on your own. I have done only few, remaining you have to do on your own. If any doubt, let me know. Take care. Bye.